You ever notice how one compliment can make your entire day, and one silent reaction can ruin your whole week? It's like your worth keeps fluctuating depending on how other people feel about you that day. Someone says you look good, and suddenly, you're walking with your head high. Someone ignores your message, and now you're overthinking what you did wrong. You tell yourself you don't care what people think. But your peace still depends on their tone, their text, their approval. That's not confidence. That's addiction to validation. Here's the truth. Your brain is wired to seek approval. It's survival. Thousands of years ago, being rejected by the tribe meant death. So now, when someone doesn't respond or disagrees or looks disappointed, your nervous system interprets that as danger. That's why it feels so heavy when someone withdraws love or says you've changed. Your body literally panics. But here's the part no one tells you. Validation doesn't make you feel worthy. It makes you feel temporarily safe. That's why you keep needing more. It's not peace, it's a hit. Like scrolling for likes after posting a story, waiting for the tiny dopamine spike to say, you still matter. When someone disrespects you, but you smile and say, it's okay. You do it because you don't want people to see you as rude or dramatic. But deep down, you're not being peaceful, you're being scared. Scared that if you react, they'll think you're the problem. Scared that you'll lose respect or ruin your nice image. So you start managing how others see you instead of managing how you feel. That's how external validation sneaks into adult life. It's not just, do I look pretty anymore? It's, do I seem chill? Do I sound smart enough? Do people think I'm kind? Do they think I'm stable? It's performance, a full-time job of appearing fine. You start living like this. If someone praises your work, you feel alive. If they criticize it, you feel small. If your partner is affectionate, you feel lovable. If they're distant, you spiral. Your self-esteem becomes a group project that everyone else can ruin. That's the emotional poverty of external validation. You end up outsourcing your peace to people who don't even know what they're doing with theirs. Here's a painful truth. You don't actually want validation, you want relief. You want relief from the fear that you're not enough. And external validation is the quickest way to numb that fear. It's like standing in front of a mirror that only works when someone else turns it on. You keep waiting for them to reflect you. To say, yes, you're doing great. Yes, you're worth loving. Yes, you're still good. But every time they turn that mirror off, you disappear again. That's why you keep chasing it. Not because you're shallow, but because you've confused visibility with worth. At some point, you have to realize, you can't control perception and have peace at the same time. You can either spend your life managing people's opinions, or building a relationship with yourself that no opinion can shake. You can't do both. Every time you bite your tongue to look good, you tell your nervous system, my comfort doesn't matter as much as my image. And your body starts believing you. That's why so many people feel fake happy and internally burned out. Because you can't self-abandon your way into self-esteem. Let's get practical. Here's what stopping actually looks like, not a quote, but daily reality. 1. Notice the triggers. Catch the exact moments you start performing. Like when you feel pressure to laugh at something not funny. To post something you don't mean. To stay quiet when you're uncomfortable. Those are your validation triggers, moments when your worth feels negotiable. 2. Pause instead of performing. When that panic hits, what will they think? Don't react immediately. Just breathe. That 5-second pause interrupts the validation loop. You start showing your nervous system, I'm safe even if they disapprove. 3. Build internal validation rituals. You can't just remove validation, you have to replace it. So give yourself the same signals you crave from others. Compliment yourself out loud. Celebrate small wins privately. Reflect on your effort instead of outcomes. Ask, would I still be proud of this if no one saw it? 4. Tolerate being misunderstood. This is the hardest part. You have to let people think things about you that aren't true. Because your peace isn't in convincing them, it's in knowing yourself. You'll feel anxious, defensive, tempted to explain. Don't. That's your validation detox. It's withdrawal from needing to be liked. 5. Rebuild your standards. When you stop seeking validation, you'll lose some people, the ones who loved your compliance. That's okay. The relationships built on performance can't survive authenticity. But the ones that stay, those are real. Let's be honest. Learning to not care what people think isn't glamorous. It's lonely at first. You'll question if you're becoming arrogant. You'll miss being liked. But slowly, you'll start feeling something better than approval, self-trust. You'll catch yourself saying what you actually mean. And realizing the world didn't end. You'll start resting without guilt. You'll stop oversharing just to feel seen. You'll notice that peace feels boring at first, but it's actually power. If this hit home, pause for a second before scrolling. Comment, "I choose myself, not for the algorithm," but as a reminder to your nervous system that you're done performing. Then share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because peace spreads when truth does.